quarterback, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. In motion right is Aguilar. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless. And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield, they tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Matt Ariza now. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. In motion left, Flowers. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On the move to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escapes the sack. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return, Hardy. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try and escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Buying time to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Off the option, here's Henry.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Flushed out right.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Owe coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Hardy set to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. In motion, Aguilar.
Jackson. Flush to his right.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
In motion, Aguilar. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Out to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman
With his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
and the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.